How's it going, everybody? My name's Ben. I know I kind of look like if Sons of Anarchy had an IT guy. That's my kind of vibe. Like it's because I grew up weird. Like I didn't grow up in a city or a town or anything. I just grew up out in the woods, like where they murder people. Yeah. I just got taught different lessons, you know? Like my parents never told me about child predators. They just told me about actual predators, like bears. Which I think is better, because that's probably what I'd do if somebody tried to abduct me. I'd just use my bear techniques. Like you square up, put your arms out. Like, hey, bear. I mean you no harm. Why we both just calm down, forget this happened. Like, no one's gonna rape that kid. It's a weird kid. One's gonna be like, why you keep calling me a bear? Actually, I was hoping you'd eat me. Yeah, the child predator was a woman the whole time, you sexist. Yeah. The M. Night Shyamalan of Portland comedy. Like a twist. We were latchkey kids, but we didn't have anywhere to go except the woods. Like my only friend, he lived like 2 miles up this dirt mountain road. So I go up there and hang out. We play games like Machete. Which is where we grab his dad's machete, just go around and hit shit. Not a lot of structure, but it was fun. Just a couple 8-year-olds out in the woods, unsupervised, with the weapon of choice, the Rwandan genocide, you know? What could go wrong? That's how we get cool points growing up down there, is we just do the most dangerous thing you can think of. And then if you survive it, you're cool, and if you die, you're a legend. So, kind of a win-win scenario there. Like, I'm sure you've all seen videos of some dude tries to, like, jump over his friend's car or something. Like, we did shit like that, but we didn't even think to film it. Like, that's just how bored we were. We would just do that. Maybe trying to impress girls, but that's never worked. No girl's ever been like, hey, couldn't help but notice you shatter your tailbone trying to jump over your friend's Geo Metro. Wonder if you wanted to hand jump over by this horse trailer. It did work once, but it was my cousin, so. It's a hand job, don't make it weird. I'm living a very different life now. I'm up here in Portland. I work in a lab. I test pee for all the drugs I wish I could be doing. Some sort of weird drug cuck. That's my job. I'm getting pretty good though. One sip and I can tell you pretty much what's going on. Is that methamphetamine and a UTI? Hey, we've all been there, okay? Everybody calm down, stop your judgment. I don't know, school's kind of weird to me because in school they tell you growing up, like, hey kid, learn math and science, you can do anything. Go to the moon, discover an element, maybe. Or maybe you'll spend 8 hours a day processing anal swabs for chlamydia. It's a much more likely outcome. It's not a lot of people going to the moon, a lot of people getting chlamydia. I'm just saying, that's the math part. Like, who would even do that job, though? Like, think of how much money you would have to be paid to process anal swabs for chlamydia. Because I got $17 an hour doing it. It was a fun month. It's a really fun month. The worst part about it, honestly, is the system they use to do it. We have to scan the samples in, the patient's profile pops up, and a week before I started, they started adding a profile picture to the page, so now I got a face to go with the swab. Yeah, and this isn't like some thirst trap they found on Facebook. This is... It's like, oh, Mr. Johnson, thanks for coming in. Yeah, that mole looked cancerous. We're going to do a biopsy. Come in next week. But for now, please say cheese. So that's what I'm getting. Also, like us, processing the sample, we don't think of it as like some swab that might have chlamydia. You know, that's a person who's been having a lot of unprotected anal sex. You know? Maybe with strangers, I don't know. I don't know a lot about them. I know they're a giver. I know they're a team player. Somebody who's willing to put another person's happiness above their own. So in a way, I guess it kind of worked. Let's clean up that butthole, buddy. All right, thank you guys so much.